It's challenging. Like I worked at Google for almost 6 years, and in that time, I spent a lot of development hours with Apogee as
Oh,
an API management platform. And one of the things that we found, even with trying to sell Apogee, was that there is such a huge focus on the technical components of managing APIs. And yet, what I continued to try to argue was that APIs are really the foundation for all customer experiences. And if you can kind of start to shift the focus, I think we've heard a lot of people recently talk about like APIs as products, and even that concept of APIs as products is still going on today. But if we kind of look past that, what we're really seeing is that APIs, whether they're as products and they're monetizable and you can, develop them in a way that grows your business, every single one of those use cases still is driven towards some sort of customer experience. A prime example is if I want to deposit my check at my bank, I pick up my phone, I take a picture of it, and I deposit that check. All of that behind the scenes are managed by APIs. And
right.
so I tend to think about this as, how do you position APIs? And with AI, you're able to simplify this, that it becomes more about building experiences in a way that is meaningful for your customers. And so if I can go into an agent or AI and I can say, look, I want to build this experience. I have a golf course at my hotel and I want people to be able to reserve tee times on the golf course. But I also want to understand what the weather conditions are. And if the weather conditions are different, then maybe not recommend tee times, but maybe recommend a dinner reservation. And I want to be able to do that all from within the room on the TV that's inside of the room, right? Now, I can explain that in natural language. And what Polly can do is take that and say, well, you need this type of API and you need this type of API. And we have this API that has these data points. And if you can orchestrate it together in this way, you can create that experience. Now we've shifted this from a purely technical engineering based conversation into a more natural consumer experience perspective. And it just so happens that we have to then leverage those APIs to create those experiences behind the scenes, but it becomes more of a business focused agenda than a naturally development, technical centric type of agenda. It changes the perspective and it improves your ability to deliver these types of services and experiences much, much faster.